What's up? Welcome to your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Tuesday, January 9th, 2024. I'm your host, Joe from the Buckeye Cast, bringing it to you. Hey, don't forget, hit thebuckeyecast.com. Everything is still on sale there. Pop in there, get some stuff that you didn't get for Christmas. Got a birthday coming up, got a family member's birthday coming up. Hop in there, get them something Buckeye related, Buckeye gear, shirts, hats, all that stuff. Everything is on sale, the entire site. So check it out, please. We're going to be live again this Friday. I think we're going to start just doing live shows Fridays and Sunday nights. So hopefully you're there to check it out. Pop in the chat, drop a super chat on me, and I can afford to eat. Just kidding. Afford to drink, maybe. Anyway, today I want to talk about some possible staff changes. We're hearing a lot of rumors, a lot of talk, a lot of scuttlebutt about staff changes to the Buckeye coaching staff. So yesterday we talked about the OC quarterback coach kind of combo job coming open. Ryan Day being more of a CEO, passing on his duties as far as the offensive coordinator goes to a real OC. And he takes a step back. So we've got a lot going on. According to Football Scoop, they said that they're hearing that all three levels of the Ohio State team are going to have coaching changes: offense, defense, special teams. Now, that last one probably makes everybody smile. And I'm laughing because it's true. So right off the bat, the first move, two moves actually, these should be relatively obvious. Remove, bench, delete, whatever, Corey Dennis and Parker Fleming. Sorry, but listen, for me, I don't know about you guys. Hit me in the comments if you want, if you disagree, agree, or whatever. Let me know what you're thinking. For me, this is a must beat Michigan year for Ryan Day. Must beat the cheaters year, I should say. 4 in a row will not be tolerated around here, man. I don't care if you do make it to the playoffs with one loss. And you will end up playing them again in the Big Ten championship, most likely, depending if they're allowed to play football next year. But Michigan, the cheaters, that is. So this is a bounce back year. You got to win this year. I expect 10 wins, but you got some tough games coming up. You got Oregon in October. You got Penn State. I believe that's at Penn State. And then we got the cheaters at home in Columbus. So those 3 games, those are almost coin flip games. Penn State doesn't worry me as much as the other 2, but Oregon's loaded up, man. And they're reloading. So anyways, so remove Dennis, Corey Dennis, Parker Fleming out the door. That takes us down to 8 coaches. Now, you got to add an OC quarterback coach. We talked about a bunch of names yesterday. Will Stein from Oregon, Joe Moorhead, the Akron head coach, Doug Nussmeier, current Chargers quarterbacks coach. Maybe he got fired already. I don't know. And then Dino Babers, former Syracuse head coach. I'm not sure about him. And then a bunch of dudes that I didn't agree with. Money should not be an object here, right? I mean, this is freaking Ohio State. We got like more than half the staff making over $1 million a year. So we'll see what happens there. There's a ton of big names out there, but I don't think you're going to go get a Tommy Rees or Jeff Lebby or Phil Longo even. I don't think you'll get a Garrett Riley. So we'll see what names start to leak out. Again, you're probably not going to get anything official until next week. Corey Dennis's contract doesn't even expire until the end of January. So you may have to wait that out. Parker Fleming's is going to be a buyout situation, like Yafayed. So no big deal, but he makes $500K a year. But so then special teams. I think you got to maybe hand that off to Keenan Bailey since he's just doing tight ends. Maybe he can take on some of the special teams, or you share that with multiple coaches, right? Maybe Ryan Day takes part of that. I don't know, like Herb used to. I don't know if he needs more shit on his plate. We're trying to take stuff off of Ryan Day's plate, right? So maybe Keenan Bailey coaches special teams and tight ends. That doesn't seem like too much to me. So, anyways, I have no problem with sharing it with a couple coaches either. Remember, Kerry Combs used to be one of the coaches involved with special teams years ago. Now, this big one is the D line. We've talked for how many years now, and show after show about replacing Larry Johnson, the legend, right? The GOAT. Now, a name has been out there for a couple weeks, and it sounds like things are moving a little bit in the right direction for us. Jason Taylor, currently co-D-line coach at University of Miami. So what the thought is here, and what's being proposed supposedly, is Taylor comes in as co-D-line coach for a year. Larry Johnson stays on as obviously the other co-D-line coach. Now, what makes this possible is James Laurinaitis has said to Ryan Day that he is willing to stay on as a GA for one more year if it helps, get the staff realigned the way they want it. So Laurinaitis taking the bullet there for the betterment of the program in only Laurinaitis style, right? I mean, I would expect nothing less from threes. So this is the thought. Jason Taylor comes in, co-defensive line coach. 2023 was his first year as full-time staff member at Miami. He was an analyst for a year there, and then before that was coaching at St. Thomas Aquinas down in South Florida. Big-time school. It's virtually college football down there. So he could learn for a year under Coach Jay. So there's been contact and parameters of a contract discussed between Jason Taylor and Ohio State. So this is moving. All right. This is real. The questions you have to ask yourself and ask about Jason Taylor is, what are his goals? What motivates him? What's his why? Right. We hear that a lot. What's your why? Jason Taylor's a Hall of Famer, doesn't need money. Are you doing it for the love of the game, to help young people? What's your motivation here, right? So you have to assume he would be okay with another year of being a co-D-line coach. He was going to do it again here in 24 anyways, right? There hasn't been any movement, any change in his status at Miami right now. Obviously, he's a good recruiter, young-ish guy that can recruit. So he's also being pursued by LSU. That should be noted. So the Buckeyes can't just sit back and wait. They're going to have to make a move soon. And this co-D-line coach seems to be the best of both worlds to make it happen. And that way we don't have to have these issues with the Larry Johnson retirement rumors every December, right? When early signing day comes around. So Laurinaitis stays at GA for one more year, then gets the promotion to linebackers coach. Not sure who you fire then. Somebody's going to have to go, unless the NCAA votes to do away with the coaching limits, but we don't think that's going to happen yet. So we'll see. But that's how it would play out. Some other options at the co-D-line coach, I would say, are the current GA. Is the current GA Alan Clark. He's right there on staff. He's a GA right next to Laurinaitis. You can move him up to co-D-line coach. He's got a ton of experience. He has his own company where he's developed a lot of NFL talent at the DN position. Then you got Randall Joyner. We've talked a ton about him. He's been at Ole Miss since 2021. Really has built up that D-line very well. He was with the Buckeyes from 2016 to 2018 as a GA under Coach Johnson. So some other names. Charlie Partridge is one that really sticks out to me. This guy is a legend. Not quite to the Larry Johnson status, but he has done a ton. He's at Pitt. He's at freaking Pitt. I know. But his teams, going back to 2022, recorded 51 sacks. That was second in the country. 46 sacks the year before that. That was first. 54, that was third the year before that. And 48 the year before that. So over 4 years, he went 51, 46, 54, 48. And he had a ton of injuries in 2022 on his unit. So on his unit, not, you know what I mean. His defensive lineman. If you ask a lot of coaches around, he's well seasoned, been around a long time, and he's an excellent recruiter, and he's huge in the state of Florida. Gets a lot of recruits out of Florida. So his importance he's going to be a key figure, you know. But I don't know if he would take a D-line coach option, you know. That'd be a tough sell. He's going to have to get a hell of a paycheck with that Then you got a guy we've talked about before, Vince Ogabasi. He's currently the Boston College D-line coach up there with Jeff Hafley. He was hired in January 2020 when Hafley got the job in BC. He's 36 years old, so relatively young. Out of Houston, Texas. He was a GA at Duke, 2 years with the 49ers. He also then he went with Chip Kelly from the 49ers to UCLA for a couple of years. In one season, he increased the UCLA sack total from 11 to 26. That's saying something, I guess. He worked with under Coach Johnson at Ohio State before that. And he worked with Joey Bosa when he was on campus. So those are the big names. Those are the big movings, the big happenings in the coaching room. So we'll see what happens. Again, props to James Laurinaitis. What more can you say about an amazing dude? Giving himself up, you know, for the betterment of the program. No surprise. But that's all I got for you today. Hit me in the comments, email me, talk to me, whatever. Tell me something. All right. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.